Welcome to Round the Table with Gratz Park Private Wealth. I'm here in our Asheville, North Carolina offices. As you can see behind me, this beautiful scene here in the mountains and this wonderful community. I just wanted to give you a recap on the markets for January. We actually started the year off pretty strong. And looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and I'm pointing that index out, normally don't because it's only 30 companies in that index, but it was up nearly 5%. And remember, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is mostly represented by value stocks, those good blue chip companies. The S&P, on the other hand, the S&P 500, which is a much broader index, is represented by growth and value stocks, and it's cap weighted, meaning more impact is done by the larger companies. And as we all know, the last few years, those big 7 mega cap stocks, the Amazon, the Teslas, the Netflix, Google, those type of companies have really been driving returns. We think it might be different this year. We think with the new administration moving in, positioning their policies, that we might see inflation get a little sticky and even increase again in the second half of the year. And so with that anticipation, value stocks tend to perform better than growth stocks. Regardless, we do think the overall index, the S&P 500, may finish up in the high single digits this year. Our outlook for the economy is to continue to see growth, but in the low 2% range versus the high 2% range that we saw in 2024. So all of that to say, the focus has been on, what is the new administration going to do? Obviously, some of the recent actions have created some turmoil in the markets, but for the most part, we continue to stay in a range where we haven't seen too big of a pullback one way or the other. Part of that is because fourth quarter earnings are being reported right now, and the earnings season has given us some good news. So all of that to say, we need to just be very focused and really steady right now as the new administration comes in these first 100 days and begins to put their policies in place, because it will create some volatility in the market. But at the end of the day, the market will focus on earnings and the economy, and the Fed will have more of an impact there. So the Federal Reserve did leave rates unchanged in January, which we anticipated. They do not meet here in February. We will have the next meeting in March, and we do anticipate a 0.25% cut at that time, which should boost the stock market. Obviously, with lower interest rates, equities tend to do better with the thought that the economy will continue to pick up. So just a quick snapshot of last month's market, and just want to thank you for joining me here at Gratz Park, Around the Table with Gratz Park Private Wealth. Thank you.